Hello, Expansion Part 2 tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Banished with me, BlueAnkylo. We are no longer banished, we are living the life. I think our villagers they're doing awesome. We've been here for 34 years and we've got over 200 people and they're just having a great time. Last episode, we began making our second hub, and it works really well so far. I mean, it hasn't been filled up with people just yet, but the vendors are moving stuff around properly, and we've got kind of one of each production building around nearby just to get some local production as just to save on time, really. The next step is to keep building more houses over here, but maybe before we go too crazy on that is to get some more food income. Maybe before we go any further here, let's double check the town hall and just see how we're doing on that front. Now, it does say that last year we made almost 30,000 and ate 26,000, which would imply that we're making more than we're eating still. As I build more houses and more babies are born, you know, the production or the consumption will keep going up, though. So we have to prepare ahead of time. You know, you got to have more food all the time if you're expanding. And I did build a lot of houses, or the potential for a lot of houses. So, you know, these peach orchards are not going to be enough. I do think the next thing I want is to get the pasture going so I can start splitting and work. I haven't really split a pasture ever, so that's what I want to do. So, how big can pastures go? First off, 20 by 20, 400 squares. Second question, how far up? So, technically, we'd want to leave everything below kind of this line alone, so the gatherer, forester, herbalist, and hunting can all get maximum efficiency. Technically, it's not the end of the world if you don't, but it's the kind of thing that I would want to min-max. So, 20 by 20, like so. Why did it beep at me? Come on, game. Something's in the way. No? No, nothing's in the way. It's fine. So, we got ourselves a giant pasture. Did I manage to magically line it up with where this would be? Probably not. Maybe I should have double-checked where this road would take you first. I didn't think to do that. We'll worry about that once the pasture gets set up. I might put another one somewhere. Well, I will want to put another one somewhere over here. This one I expect to use on cattle, and they'll be my leather income for this nearby tailor. And then I'm going to put another large wool or sheep somewhere nearby that we use for, well, also for the tailor. And, you know, from cows and sheep, I don't know if you get a ton of food out of them per worker or per by space, but we did get 1,800 mutton from this pasture last year, and 500 beef from this guy this year, which sounds pretty good. You know, the old song and dance, people dying, people growing, circle of life, circle of life. I've got my second tavern working now. We're still not really banking any alcohol, but it's alright. Wintertime means we should have lots of laborers working on this. Looks like I'm 2 squares off, technically. Now, this mountain was probably in the way, so I wouldn't have been able to do it perfectamundo, but it'll be fine. More merchants. More disappointment. I mean, really, I could buy... I don't even need the base... Like, we're making really good log, stone, iron income right now. Tons of coal. Like, I don't need to buy anything. We are self-sufficient. This town doesn't need trade. Should be able to sell stuff and buy, like, I don't know, luxuries. Everyone gets a golden chandelier. As usual, because tailors and stuff are maxed out on stockpile, they just turn into laborers when they're not doing that. So you don't have to worry about that symbol when you have it. This symbol means it's turned off. I tried to remember. Got 13 more things to remove, and then we can start our pasture up, probably by the new year. definitely want to start thinking about more food. I think both the orchard and the pastures I'm intending are really... They have a really long time to pass before you actually get any food out of them. Like my plan is to turn this into a large cattle ranch. Even if I transfer over the 9, it's still going to take a fair while to get to the max population. And then you start slaughtering them, I would expect. Although that is a neat idea. I hadn't really thought of that before. You could think of your animal reserves as like food storage as well. And you could theoretically kill them? Probably. Maybe you can't kill them. I was thinking like you should be able to just kill all the cows for some emergency meat if you were really starving. I'm surprised there aren't any, there's no milk in this game, right? Like, I know not every region on the planet uses milk and cheese and eats it, but this is seemingly kind of a Northern European kind of layout. You'd think they'd have milk, because that was a very common ranched good, both from cows and goats and stuff. We certainly have sheep anyway. Noisy sheep. Almost done with my pasture. I think I'm confident enough in our food supply that I'm going to queue up 3 more houses here while we're waiting. I'm almost confident enough to start building stone roads around the marketplace and on the big interchange. We'll get there. Ah, this is very nearly done. Using those logs to build the fence. It did take up, I mean, a 20 by 20 pasture did take 76 logs. Like, it's actually a pretty significant investment in treeage. Don't think we really need this stockpile anymore. Let's just get rid of this. Not remove resource from the building. It's technically a building. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to save enough space for like 1 or 2 more layers of houses. And then after that, we're just going to go farm crazy and pasture crazy. And mine crazy. And quarry crazy and cray-cray. Just to have all the bases covered. You like having all the bases covered, right? 19 laborers. Wow. I should just upgrade the mines and the quarries like crazy. I remember early on in the game, I could never get enough workers to get enough food and resources. Seems like I'm at the point now where I've got people to spare. I could do whatever I want with them. We're not starving. We got really good income for all of our resources. I think, you know, I didn't play on the hardest setting, but I think I've mostly got this game whipped. I could still make a mistake and cause a starvation or something, but maybe there'll be a disaster that causes problems. But I think as far as I'm doing, I'm not making too many horrible mistakes anymore. Alright, we want cows. So, can I just... Also, I should add a... Wait for a second. Add a herdsman. I actually don't want... People have told me that I don't need more than 1 per pasture. I'm trusting them. I'm trusting the YouTubes. So if we empty this... Will they all just... Yeah, they're just gonna randomly walk where? Please tell me they're going to the other farm. Are these cows just on their own, or are they following somebody? Wow, they're just off. Cows are off. Doing their own cow thing. What are you... Oh, I bet you these are nomads. This is totally nomads. And we are not gonna let them into our city. I've got too many workers already. And these guys come uneducated with no tools, no clothing. We know all about you guys. I'm on to your tricks. You just want freebies. Nomads. Psh. Alright, cows moved over. Once this chicken pasture fully recovers, which obviously takes a while, because of that horrible blight, I will split them into these 2. So how many nomads? 31. That'd be a pretty big population buff. I don't... No! I clicked the wrong button! No! Oh, cover your head in shame. I meant to click no. I didn't want them. I mean... That was not what I meant to do. Well, we got an achievement for that. Oops. Well, there goes our supplies. We're definitely going to be in food shortage pretty quick. All the cows made it over, so that worked out just fine. Aw, dang it. I don't want to... They're just going to either starve or freeze. It's springtime. There's lots of time. I'm just going to build houses. Either they make it till the houses are built or they freeze to death in the winter. I just don't... I'm not building any more boarding houses. Boarding houses are for losers. And if this is not enough houses for them, then I don't even know. Oh, dang it! That queued up. Definitely going to want to get more food going. Probably my plan will be over the winter, after the houses are done, is to try to queue up a bunch of farms around here so that next year we get more food income. Oh, I can't believe I clicked the wrong button. Should have saved and reloaded there. Whoops. Well, you know, keeps it exciting, right? Still got enough stone for now. Maybe. 135. Is that enough for all the houses I queued up? Doubtful. Wow, that's fun. Push. I was just saying how, you know, I don't make hardly any mistakes anymore, right? You know, I'm so good at this game. And I clicked the wrong button and we have 1 million people with no houses. Now, the good thing is that the nomad children just end up going to school. It's just that the nomads themselves are uneducated and they never go to school themselves. Well, I've got so many workers right now. I just do them all. Let's, you know, guarantee that all crops get harvested this year. We'll add like 5 more farmers or something. Six more technically, I guess. Just to make sure. I've got lots of people. I want to make sure everything gets done. So we have enough. Get as much food as you can, basically. Oh, is that so? So, I get it. I get it. I accidentally let the nomads in and they bring the plague with them. I am not surprised, honestly. Who has the plague? I can't even click on him. I'm guaranteeing it's one of those stupid nomads. Can I click? He has no jobs. Why does he have no jobs? Go work at the clinic. Alright, this is the one with the plague. Whatever it is. Influenza. It's just the flu. Now, technically, this is one of my guys. But I'm still going to say that the reason he's sick is the nomads gave it to him. He's probably going to die. I'm sorry, Reynold. You're probably dead. You're killed by nomads. Why is nobody working here? Go work. Stupid people. It seems like it gets bugged out when you've got work toggled off. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, we do have 2 hospitals. Hopefully people aren't stupid and wander around infecting everyone. Like, you should be going to the hospital or something. Can I tell you to go to the hospital? Go to the hospital. Don't go infect... Like, either go to the hospital or lay down and die. It's like, those are your options. I don't even really want you to lay down and die, because then someone has to pick up your dead corpse and get infected. Yeah, you know, Trader, you shouldn't be here right now. This is a bad time of the year. I don't really need any of this stuff anyway. I mean, our village is doing fine. The nomads aren't going to crush us, but we need 12 more places for them to live. It's going to happen. Alright, well, it's not much I can do. I'm not going to be building any more hospitals, so we now have 2 people sick. Of course, they were the 2 farmers. Yeah, he went and infected someone else. Thanks, Reynold, for infecting your co-worker, Burn. Very nice of you. Now get to the hospital. Get yourself quarantined. Don't infect... Well, you can infect the nomad. Infect that guy. Give him the flu. He's probably the one that gave it to you in the first place. Now, there is a hospital right here. Where the heck are you going? There's a doctor right here. She's gonna walk through the path and get everyone else infected. Yeah, look, now this guy's infected. And we're all dead. Everyone's getting infected now. Instead of just going to the hospital and just getting out of the way, they go, oh, you know, there's a hospital here, sure, but I'd rather walk across the town, infect everyone, and go to the other hospital that's totally unused and on the side of the map. Totally good. So we got 6 people sick, doing good. This is the second disaster. Actually, I guess we've had a few disasters. We've had a fire, we've had the chicken blight. Now we finally get the flu. I mean, I had my hospitals ready to go, and they are, I mean, they're doing something, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm losing confidence quickly. That nomad mistake, that did make me mad. We still have, really only need one more house. I queued up more houses than I needed, technically. Like, seriously, technically. Well, there's also a bunch of them living in the boarding house, I guess. So we'll need at least, probably, a lot of houses for all these guys. Assuming I want them to live in houses. Am I that generous? Are you that generous? Would you just force the nomads to live in the boarding house? Maybe I should. I suppose I could let the well get built, but nah, we've got more pressing desire. More pressing matters at hand. Cattle are reproducing. How are these chickens doing? Almost time to split. Once we get up to 28, I'll allow them to go here. I could do it right now. Bam! Why didn't I just do that? Yeah, they'll grow faster. Cause, yeah, okay. I told you guys, it's funny how the fences keep them in the pasture, except for when they know it's time to go to the other one. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really dealt with pastures before, so that was good. Alright, so we'll have like 58 chickens here. That's pretty good. We should, like I said, you know, probably an episode or two ago, I should probably try to get 2 of each, like 2 pastures for each animal. Sooner rather than later. Well, all of the nomads have found a place to live, at least. Of course, their horrible disease is spreading like wildfire. I don't think anyone's died from it that I've noticed. But, you know. Sorry, guys. It's going to be a long crash. Got him good. That's my cat trying to jump on the table, so I had to throw something at him. Because I'm talking to you guys. I don't have time to go discipline my bad cat. Go lay down, you bad cat. People are dying here on the internet. Well, not on the internet, just for the internet. Oh. Died of old age. Oh, I thought it was going to be died of the flu. Okay, don't worry about the flu. The flu's going to distract me. I need to start expanding. I want the sheep pasture. If I ever have a sheep blight, we're going to have a really hard time recovering our clothing market, clothing industry. So I want to have at least 2 sheep farms, like, soon. So build another pasture. Should I just build it side by side? Maybe a little bit smaller so I can put a road there. But then by the road this time. So this would be 20 by 15. That's pretty big. That's fine. It's kind of encroaching on where I was planning on building more houses a little bit. But it's not a big deal. I still have room for 3 more if I want. And I can put, like, I can put 3 more and another 3 behind them and keep doing that. So it's not right in the way of my, like, expanding coverage. It's fine. I don't think I need every single bit of this market area to have houses in it. That's a little bit too much. Anyways, that'll get our sheep going. We'll have 2 chickens. We'll only have 1 cattle. Maybe I should put a, well, it's going to take a while. I can't really split the cows. I guess I could, actually. Yeah, why don't I? I thought they had to be full to split them. You definitely don't need that. Should put somewhere around here. Maybe even like right here. I know it's going to interfere a little bit. I mean, the hunting is going to be less important once we have enough cattle, because that's where we'll get our leather. But I have like my original tailors in here. Die of old age. Well, you know, maybe having those hospitals ready was still enough to keep people from really horribly dying of the plague. The flu. Maybe the flu is easy. Maybe it's not like the real plague. Okay, back to work. Pasture. If I put a pasture here, how much space do I have? I could put a 17 by 20 pasture. That's pretty big. You know what? We do it. It's going to interfere with the hunting a little bit. The forester, basically not at all. The gatherer a little bit. This gatherer a bit. But I don't think it matters. We're kind of moving forward into the era of farms and pastures. The era of gatherers and hunters is kind of ending, right? You're just going to need enough to get lumber and herbs. The food and the leather and stuff, it's not going to be that big a deal. This is going to be for my sheepies. That'll be for my second. That way I'll have 2 of everything. That's 2 of each animal. It's like Noah's Ark, except a little bit different. Just a little different. I am glad I built the 3rd school. I likely will build a 4th school around here at some point. Assuming we last that long and we don't all die of the plague. It was down to 2 people, then up to 4, and then back down to 3. Another merchant comes. I could start considering buying some more seeds if I wanted, because I'm going to be building more farms soon. Or at least that's the idea. So I hit the log limits. That's good. That means I have more foresters than I need. I should at least let this one go back to just planting mode, just to help the herbalists keep their job easy. Which one's herbs? Oh, we actually are at the medicine limit anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but if we're at both the medicine and the log limit, we might as well keep this good for medicine, as good as possible. Lots of food and stuff. Died of old age. Hey, if no one dies of the flu, although, I mean, it's not over yet. It's not over. It ain't over till it's over. Bad cat. Stop trying to get up there. Never had to... All these years I've recorded, my cat has never been bad while I was recording videos. He usually is such a good beast. He never gets into stuff. Anyway, I guess it's been... Oh, it's not that long. I thought we were already at a long episode. It felt long because of that flu outbreak. We'll go a little bit longer. Lots of children. It's going to be kind of a explosion here before long. I think, really, we have grown a lot, and I haven't expanded my food income a whole lot. Because of... If I hadn't done that nomad thing, we would have been okay for a bit longer. But I bet you if I look at the numbers, we're probably burning through our food a little bit too fast. Last year was pretty much even. So, given the rise in population, we're probably going to start using more than we produce probably this year, if I don't get my act together. And it's already spring, so planting's kind of slow. Whatever, we can handle 1 year of losing a little bit of food, as long as the year after that we recover. I've got way too many laborers. That's really the thing right now. Okay, pause the game. Quit letting the time fly by, Blue. Be smart about this. Crops. I also, I mean, because I have this woodcutter, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have one lumbery area around here. I know I've got tons of logs, but it'd be nice to have... I mean, yeah, don't forget, the blacksmith needs logs too, so... If I wanted to have an extra... I know I've got tons of everything but stone. Oh, is that empty, maybe? Not quite, but very... Actually, that's what we'll do. Yeah! I've made up my mind. Let's build another quarry. We're gonna put it... I'm gonna put it over here. They take up so much space. It's just for stone. Those go up to there. Alright, I'm gonna put it still on this end of town, close to this side. I want to save room for farms for this hub, and this side's already pretty much producing in more than enough food, I think. So I'm going to put the quarry here on this intersection, and that will help improve our stone supply a bit. I mean, I've got tons of workers, so I might as well put them to work. We're also burning through a lot of iron, so might as well make more people do it. We've actually got tons of coal. I don't need as many coal miners anyway. So yeah, we'll move them over to the iron. Because we're building so many stone houses, it burns through a lot of stone and iron. Also, let's get this second well assigned. Not getting enough peaches yet. These trees still have not matured. Pasture's not quite finished yet. This one's getting there. As I've said, pastures, I think, take a long time to really return on investment, but... Oh no! A stone cutter was crushed by a rock. Brutal. Chickens? I've got lots of chickens. They make, you know, a fair bit of leather. Well, they don't make leather. They just make eggs. They make a fair bit of eggs, though. And once they've hit their capacity, they'll make a fair bit of chicken meat. I love chicken. I've got way too many builders assigned, I suppose. Alright, this is going to be for sheepies. And then we're going to assign one more herdsman. Actually, two more. Well, yes. But not that way. Because we're going to put the other one here. Once that's finished. And then we're going to split this. And what's that guy complaining about? Oh, it's my extra farmer. Extra pasture. Pasteurizer? No, they're herdsmen. Alright, well for today, let's get our cattle and then split. And they will grow faster split, I think, because both will grow, right? It doesn't seem like it was growing exponentially anyway. It just seems like you get a +1 every now and then. So by having multiple pastures, I think, you know, they'll both grow at their own rate, +1 every so often, instead of wait till this one gets to 20 and then split and then start growing. Like, I think that would take longer than splitting them and having them both grow together. I think. I haven't tested it, it's just a theory. Anyway, we've got double cow, double chicken, double sheep. Let's get this quarry finished, because stone is slowing us down for the... I mean, we probably have too many houses pretty soon here. At some point, I may have queued up more than we needed. Possibly. They're pretty full, to be honest. The nomads. If it wasn't for the nomads, I wouldn't have needed to rush that, but it's fine. Okay, we've got a spare school. Church is fine, or chapel, I guess some may call it. Oh, I know what I should do. Almost forgot. We actually have a fair bit of stone just laying around up here. And I didn't queue it up earlier because we actually had a fair bit from the quarry without any problems. But we definitely hit the point where we could use some more. Yeah, just pick up all that stone. And I've got tons of laborers, so you might as well put them to work. Looks like it didn't give me a message, but it looked like the last case of the flu went away. So I'll actually leave my physicians there. I don't feel like we need to min-max all the jobs as much as we used to. I've got so many spare workers that I can just have 2 doctors that basically do nothing, and that's fine. And maybe next time there's a flu, they'll go to the closer one right away. That might be worth it. Our food supplies, yeah, probably not as good as it used to be. Cut this down to like 10, and then I'll put another 15 into the quarry. I am really curious what's going to happen when this thing runs out. And it's done. Let's go up to 30. Keeping people as busy as I can anyway, or at least trying. I did overstock the farmers for a while. I may, like, once I get my next set of farms going, I may put them back to 2 each or something. I was talking as well about putting a second mine for the blacksmith a little bit closer. I might get around to that. Old age, old age. Just food merchant, I guess. Lots of different kinds of food that could theoretically buy. Maybe I will, actually. Let's sell 200 herbs, or actually let's do 250 herbs and 250 firewood. That gives us 17. I guess he doesn't value firewood quite as much, right? Let's buy, what do we not get on our own, just for variety's sake? We don't grow plums. So we'll take all your, well, most of your plums, I guess. I don't know if that was a great investment, but I think it's going to take a little while for our food to bounce back after all those nomads. I should really try to get the next set of farms going by the end of the year. But quarry's going. The new pastures are working. The orchards still haven't produced. They're starting to produce some peaches. Not a lot, but that might be more because we don't have a road that goes that way yet. Let's queue that up while I'm thinking about it. For now, road there. That's fine, you know. If I don't like it, I can get rid of it later. But that's kind of the path people are going to walk, so that'll get them to the peaches faster. No more houses for now. The well's done. Right, I was going to build a lumberjack, or a forester sort of closer. Forester's Lodge. The idea being this guy is helping to supply logs to the woodcutter and the smith that live up here, that work up here. I'm actually thinking I'm just going to put him up here. It's not the most efficient. I'll probably just give him like 2 people or something. And I'll keep this corner kind of free of houses. There we go. Died of old age. That's fine. Let's, from that corner, that. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll probably, I don't think I'll let this Forester Lodge have 4 out of 4. I'll probably just give it 2 out of 2 or something. And that should supply logs to this area a little bit more close. I mean, they do get logs from down here, sure, but this gives them another input that's close by. Well, dying in childbirth, that's tough. It's hard knock life, as some person has said. Anyway, I think this is a reasonable wrap-up point. How's our food looking? 13 grand. How's it been for the year? We did not seem to produce as much as we produced last year. At least, like, the crops maybe didn't do as good. Yeah, we're definitely a couple grand short on the income to outcome for the year. I mean, we just barely covered it last year, so it's not a surprise, really. I think now that the chicken farms are full, we'll find that next year we'll get a fair bit of extra, you know, meat and stuff from these guys. I could definitely keep adding more chicken pastures. They may become one of the better sources of food. I'm not 100%. Hit our stone. Oh, wow. Just like that, bam, we've got 30 extra laborers because both the stones are full. What I should do, well, I could build more houses along here too at some point, but that's fine. We got enough stone. That's good. We just got to worry about food then, really. Yeah, because we were at like zero stone a minute ago, and then I blinked after I queued up all that other stuff, and then we had lots. All right, I think this is fair to wrap up. Next episode, probably filling in a lot of farms around this area, and probably a chicken pasture, another chicken pasture, and then I'll try to save room for a couple more mines, probably, and then just just food. And assuming that this can stand for a year or two, I will say that's good. So I'm feeling pretty confident. We survived the flu, we survived the accidental nomads, and that's all I needed to hear. Why is my herdsman not matched up? Ah, that's why. Alright, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day, as always.